everything works properly. I like that the snow goes up.
Yes.
You know, it's just totally different. They're like, let's make it go upside down. And they're like, oh, there it is. That looks awesome. What's up, everybody? It's Monday night. Welcome into 706. It's great to see you guys. Thank you very much. It is August 10th. Man, burning right through 2026.
I know. It's crazy.
Burning through it, coming up to this is the last, we're almost to the last quarter. Almost there. You know, hope you guys are having a fantastic 2026. We have had a busy 2026 over here in the KitchenKillaz world. It's been crazy. Looking forward to a couple months of relaxation.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be nice.
Yes.
You know, that relaxation comes with gearing everything up for the next season, but it is nice to be able to, you know, take some time, spend a little more time with friends, hang out for a little bit, work on some new tunes, all that good stuff. But tonight is the 9th anniversary show, pre-show show.
Pre-show show.
Yes, that's right. This Friday is our 9th anniversary of Crashing Kitchens. We started in mid-August of 2017, me and the great Commodore, and we have continued continuously all the way to, well, we're live right now. So we're going ahead and rock out an anniversary show this Friday night at Castledore Studios. We are doing a closed-door potluck dinner, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And Castledore Studios is limited space. You can only bring in so many people. We reached out to our Patreon fans, our friends, and real close friends and family first. To invite them in. It is limited seating. I think when we did the cookbook release in the 9th, and the new album release, we maybe had 25 people max.
Yeah.
And we were a little overcrowded because we didn't have enough chairs and people were sitting on the floor and they didn't care. Everybody had a great time.
Fine.
It was so much fun. But we're looking at doing the same thing to celebrate our 9th anniversary, and we've spent so much time at Castledore Studio, and Zach and Alyssa have just been absolutely amazing over the past 9 years, inviting us in, welcoming us in. We have shot a music video there. We have recorded 2 albums there. We have had countless shows there, countless Wednesday nights there. Zach has been a big part of what KitchenKillaz has been able to do through his just absolute skills as an engineer, as a good friend, and then Castledore Studios, which carries an amazing name in the Central Florida area. He has been a an absolute godsend. It really is. As a musician and a musical group, it is vital to have somebody who you trust with the very thing that you hold precious. And Zach Cabral is that an amazing person and has been an amazing person for us. So this Friday, that's where we're going to be, Castledore Studios, streaming live at 9:05. And we're doing a potluck dinner, baby. We're bringing in some titans, too. Yes. We got some delicious dishes coming in, some incredible people coming in with some amazing food. I'm excited to see the list continue to grow. Me and Mama Floyd were chatting today about what she's going to be bringing. I was talking to Karen Harvowitz-Schwartz about what she's bringing on Friday. We were going through some details and really looking forward to this Friday. But before we get forward, let's chat about where the season started and where we've come from. We started our season at Ocho Tres in Tampa. Chef Eric Young's put us in touch with the owners of Ocho Tres. They weren't even open yet. They were like pre-open kind of a little bit, where they were only doing very small amounts of just friends and family, just kind of coming in and trying out some menu items. The doors weren't even open. So we got to go in there in mid-August for our season premiere, and we got to try some of these incredible dishes that nobody had even tried. They were still working on the recipes.
Right.
Man. And we had some great dishes that night, and it was so cool to go there.
Fusion restaurants.
Yeah.
So it was incredible, the things that they mixed together and the tastes, the way they did it.
And they worked really hard to put the restaurant together. They spared no expense. They paid attention to every single tiny little detail.
Absolutely.
And we were super fortunate to be invited in there before the doors even opened to kick off our 9th season. And Ocho Tres was so much fun. We had an absolute great time. And again, a huge shout out to Chef Eric Youngs for making it happen. And this was that banner from that show. It was just so much fun. We just had such a good time. And everybody was wonderful. They were just so welcoming. And it was so much fun to be able to hang out with Chef Eric, because I love Chef Eric, man. He's just an absolute rock star.
Yes,
but we had a great time. That was October 24th. If you guys have a moment to step over to Tampa and to experience Ocho Tres's menu, please, by all means, do. What a great way to kick off a season at a brand new restaurant.
Yes.
I just felt very, very honored to be there. I think it was myself, you, and Nathan Drew, and I think Nate Dogg came with us, because then we had the pig, what is it, the barbecue competition, pig jig.
Pig jig.
We had pig jig next day.
Yep.
So we grabbed a hotel, we chilled there, we woke up the next day, and we found ourselves at Pig Jig, eating God knows how much barbecue. You know,
man.
everybody, oh my
It was
God.
so much fun, though.
It was an absolute blast. What a great way to kick off a season premiere, and then to roll that right into Pig Jig was just so much fun. And we've had some really great shows this season. And I keep saying that every season, and I always wonder, how are we going to do it next season? This season was so much fun. We said the same thing about season 7, the same thing about season 8, and the same thing about season 9. You know, just incredible homes, brand new guests, brand new music, always new projects we're working on, new seasonings. We released seasonings this year, brand new ones. We got 2 more coming out for season 10. So we are not stopping. We're still partnering with Chef Young's and the Voodoo Foundation out of Tampa. Always looking to grow. We got a coloring book that we're working on that's coming out. We got brand new seasonings coming out, new music coming out, new kitchens coming out, and season 10 is going to be bonkers. I'm really excited about season 10. We're really fortunate because over the last 9 years we've built like a Rolodex of friends and family that invite us to crash their kitchen. So our year fills up, thankfully, very quickly. You know, and it's such a blessing to be able to celebrate those times with friends, birthdays and anniversaries and celebrations and all that good stuff, and just being there.
Challenges.
Oh man, our challenges are getting
they're getting out of control.
They're getting out of control. But they are so much fun, you know, and some challenges have really kind of taken on a life of their own. You know, and it's amazing, amazing to watch. But, you know, some of the shows that we've had this past year some of them have been repeat kitchens that we've been able to spend time at. Some have, like Ocho Tracy, brand new kitchens. Some have been repeat experiences, but an entirely different experience as we step into these kitchens. So it was a really great time this past year. You know, and one of the things that I really love that we're able to do is we're able to schedule some of these for next year, because it's always good to see these folks. It's always good to see Bill and Tracy and Chef Dane. It's always good to see Mama and Papa Floyd. It's always good to step into these familiar kitchens. And Sabrina and Jared were one of the new kitchens this year, you know, and they had such a great time, and we met some new people there. But we've really just had a good time over the past season. We experienced a really great Thanksgiving show, which was awesome. That was with Joyce, and I hadn't seen Joyce in 2 decades. So it was like,
it was so much fun.
So much fun to go there and do the side by side riding through the woods with the helmets and just get freaking crazy.
I will never forget that trip.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. Huge shout out to Joyce Ruggiero for making that possible. And she has been. Is that an outside bark, or is that an in my room because my door is closed bark?
I'll be right back.
Gotcha. I was like, it sounds like a muffled bark, but I don't think they're outside. What's up, Laney Lerner, Karen Harry, Rich Schwartz? Great to see you guys tonight. Thank you so much for spending a little time with us. We're reminiscing a little bit about season 9, all building up to our 9th anniversary this Friday at Castledor Studios. Really looking forward to that. If you guys have received an invitation, it is a private show. We are very, very limited on space. So if you did receive an invitation, we are hoping that you were able to join us this Friday night at 9:05 at Castledor Studios. All the information is in the event, and we are doing a potluck dinner, which is going to be an absolute blast. I love a potluck, especially with some of the, I'm sorry, before you get too comfortable. I apologize here. I feel like I need to do something. I'm going to hold the headphones. Obi's getting better. Obi's getting better. Yeah, that's right. He walks to the door and gives us 3 seconds before we should have probably let him out 2 seconds ago. But this Friday, we are celebrating our 9th year anniversary, which I'm really excited for. And again, we're doing that at Castledor Studios. We got some great dishes that are going to be coming in. We're going to be chatting about that tonight as well as we lead into this 9th anniversary show. Again, the great Commodore Jay Stevens and I started this project in 2017 under so much love and so much motivation by my good friend Ian Thompson, which was super, super awesome. He was the first one to invite us to his kitchen. And we kind of said, yeah, we'll go to all the kitchens, not thinking anybody would actually invite us to their kitchen. I mean, who does that? That's crazy. However, we haven't stopped, and it's been 9 years. You know, so it's been a lot of fun. It's been an absolutely fantastic experience, which has just been... We've met so many great people. We really have met so many great people. One of those fantastic people that we've met is this man right here, Billy K, as I like to call him.
Billy K.
Good old Billy K. And Bill Keevan has been a friend of ours since 2020. The great Commodore and I played at Disney's Nature Preserve. It was a show that we got through Jen Hogan, and that's where we met Tracy. And Bill was there that day, so we got to meet Bill lightly. And then I was at Waco Taco with the great Commodore, and Bill was doing trivia.
Okay.
And I knew I recognized him, and we talked for a second. I'm like, I recognize you. And he's like, is it from the 5-Minute Professor on 104.1? And I go, no, that's not it. Yeah. And he goes, wait a minute, Disney. And I went, that's it right there. And that was it, man. Me and Bill became friends immediately after that. And since then, we have done Fringe festivals, and we have done Renaissance fairs and Renaissance festivals. We have traveled all the way to the Space Coast and rocked to Orlando with a lot of different stuff. And this was one of my favorite shows of the year, was this December celebration that we had with Bill.
I do want to mention, he does not have a shirt on that has Tracy's face on it.
Yeah, that is true.
I was a little shocked by that.
That is true. You're right. That's a very rare thing. I don't think we have a lot of pictures of Bill without wearing a face that has Tracy's shirt on it. Yeah. Without wearing a shirt that has Tracy's face on it. It's been a long day. You're right. This is a great picture of Bill Keevan.
It is a great
he looks
picture.
Fantastic. What a diabolically handsome dude. And such a huge supporter. When we're here and we have a Friday night show and he's able to make it, he is our cinematographer. He is fantastic with it. He knows how to run a show. He knows how to organize it. Him and Tracy have invited us to their kitchen over and over and over again for many, many years. They have a lot of magnets on their refrigerator. A lot of magnets. So it was really great to celebrate that day with Bill, and to be able to get together with him and Tracy and all of their friends and spend that time together is just so much fun. And we're really fortunate that we're able to, again, just kind of utilize this incredible community that we've been invited to be a part of, which is just so much fun, and it was a blessing to be able to continue to build this community and build this Rolodex and meet these people that are kind of operating under a very, very weird guise of letting us into your kitchen.
Yeah.
To play some music, which has been absolutely bonkers, but just an absolute blast and a lot of fun, and just such an enjoyable experience for us to be able to continue to do that. And looking forward to season 10.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be an absolute blast. One of the ones that I wanted to chat about was our Coquito competition that we had this past year. Yep. And let me see if I can find the OG championship. Oh, I think this is it. Yep, that's it. That is it right there. And this was a lot of fun because we had a winner chicken dinner, and what a great competition. Because it wasn't even about first place. No. It was who's going to win, Dane or Laney. That was it. That was the real competition. Now, granted, the Great Patio Furniture took the cake, and he laid the gauntlet down that past November.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to win.
I'm going to win. I'm going to do it.
Oh, what up, Nori Baird? I'm going to do it. I'm going to win. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, my dude shows up and he wins. And he takes the Coquito competition for the second time. He takes the championship. And I think did Dane beat Laney, or did Laney beat Dane by like 1 point? It was close. I'm trying to remember who, because it was like
Laney beat Dane.
Yeah. I think last year it was like 0.5 or something like that.
By a very slim.
Yeah, and Laney beat Dane this year, and that was its own competition. Mm-hmm. Man, it had nothing to do with who took first place. People just wanted to know who was going to win, Daney or Lane. Dane, I told you it's been a long day. Dane or Laney, but so much fun, and a really great thing that we've been able to do. And the Coquito competition is one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. It's Christmas time. It's just a beautiful holiday event. It's an absolutely incredible a drink, and so many different types that you can make from all around the Latin world, and so many different types of Coquito come in. We
still have some made in the future.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Right. We still have some made in the future. 100%. We're not trying to break any rules here. I know, but it's but that was again probably one of my favorite competitions that we do, because we do a bunch of them. We do the meatloaf competition, we do the chili competition, the hot wing competition, we do the coquito competition, and just kind of getting all that together and watching that come to fruition is always just a great time, and some of the shows that we had this past year, we had Children's Gasparilla again. We did we did that, which was a lot of fun. We had our MegaCon show, which is always an absolute blast.
Yes.
The MegaCon show is a lot of fun. Some of my favorite shows happened that MegaCon week, because that's when we do our chili challenge.
Yep.
We did one where we were just honored Chef Voodoo, and we made voodoo shrimp right out of his own cookbook.
And I made
and the Cuban bread. Bro, that was so good. Never even made bread before.
I've made bread before.
Just not Cuban bread.
Not Cuban bread.
Oh.
So I would.
Was there a big difference? Because it's it's the same ingredients, but kind of just portions are totally different. It makes a completely different bread.
Yeah, the portions are different, and the way you raise it and knead it down is different.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was probably one of my favorite dishes too. It was just so good.
Yeah.
And just another one of those incredible nights that we had, and we specifically focused on just the food. It took 3 of us to make Chef Voodoo's voodoo shrimp.
I know.
It took 3 of us. So a huge shout out to you, Chef Voodoo. Thank you very much, man, for the inspiration. And that was so much fun because we just got to focus on the food, and really Chef Eric has been such a massive proponent for KitchenKillaz for the past 6 years. There are so many things that we wouldn't have been able to achieve as easily without him. And he's just been an absolute titan and an inspiration and a great partner. So the least that we could do was honor Chef Voodoo with our rendition of voodoo shrimp, which I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, we had leftovers. We all ate them.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good. Oh my God, that bread was so good. And that was kind of new for us, and that was a lot of fun. I was like, man, this is kind of a new concept. We just focused on the food.
Yeah,
and that's all we did. Plus, it took all 3 of us focusing the entire show on just the food to get it done. But
and we did prep work before.
A lot of prep. Oh yeah,
the day.
Yeah, and by we, they mean Michelle and Tyler.
We mean Michelle.
Michelle did. That is true. Michelle did a lot of prep work. That was and again, a lot of fun to be able to do that, to be able to just get together and use such a great recipe and have such a good time and just make that whole thing come to fruition, which we absolutely did, and it was so good.
Yeah.
The shrimp was amazing. The broth and everything. I mean, the recipe was just amazing. So a huge shout out to Chef Voodoo for putting a great recipe together and for allowing us to do it, and encouraging us to do it. He even popped in that night because he was watching Tyler cut something, and he was like, "Oh, Tyler's going to cut a finger. He's going to break something," because he just had his fingers out like this when he was chopping, and it's like, "Yo, pull them in, man. Use those fingernails. You don't want to hurt yourself." And he was using some sharp knives, and I told Tyler, "Hey, man, these knives are sharp."
Yeah,
which then he didn't pay attention. Yeah, he didn't pay attention to, and he cut himself. And I was like, I told you they were. Oh, I didn't think they were that sharp, bro. What are you talking about? So and that was actually leading up to Children's Gasparilla. That we had, and that we played the opening ceremony of Children's Gasparilla, which was such a good time. So I got to join Chef Eric Youngs and the entire team on the Gasparilla float and set up on the bow, which is the front of the ship. I didn't know this. We set up on the bow and we got to play to a lot of people. We just had an absolute blast, man.
Yeah.
The music was so much fun. It was a beautiful day. It wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be because sometimes it's rainy and freezing.
I think I got sunburned this year.
Probably. That makes sense. It's Florida. It's supposed to be 0 degrees and you're getting sunburn. Yeah,
you're
welcome
right,
to Florida.
Right.
That's kind of how it works. But that was a lot of fun to watch that come to fruition, to be able to work with Chef Eric. And I love to watch the operation of the whole thing go down. It's just so much fun. To watch that operation. And that was kind of a crazy day because we were setting up music to DJ and I was playing live that day. And even with all of my prep, I left equipment here. And it had to be rushed out by an emo angel to make it happen for us, which worked out. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. I couldn't believe I forgot that stuff. I knew exactly where I was. Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness gracious. But we made it happen, and we had a great time, and it was such a fun day. It's just the energy is crazy.
Yeah.
It's a what do you like the most about the Gasparilla? About those Gasparilla floats, because it's a long day,
It is a long day.
We leave pretty early. It's 2 hours to Tampa, it's a long day, you know, and then we get out of there, it's 2 hours back. So, I mean, you're talking 12, 13, 14 hours, and you're working.
Yeah, I think it's the excitement of everybody on the float. Like,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
on the float, like, the energy is there, and just everybody is happy to be there. They're excited for the float to start. They're excited to throw beads. They're excited to catch beads.
Yeah.
Like, it's just exciting.
Yeah, and there's so many people, you know, and with Children's Gasparilla, we see about 350,000 people, you know, and that's how many people there, and you can tell. I mean, there are just seas and seas and seas and seas of people. At some point, you can't even see far enough to where there aren't people. You know, it's just so many people, and like 120 floats. I mean, it is amazing to watch that whole thing come to fruition, and just to watch how beautiful it can be. And like you said, they're just excited, man. They're just so excited. They're excited to catch beads. They're excited to be there, and they're beads. To us, we have thousands of them.
I know.
But man, to catch beads being thrown from a float, the joy on people's faces is just so cool. To be able to see that, just a lot of fun, and what a great show. You know, I like being there. It's and again, a huge shout out to Chef Eric Youngs, you know, for inviting us and making it happen. And I'm excited to see if we get to. What's up, Matthew Pfeiffer, Smoky, Wyoming? What up, Lucky Wyoming? I'm excited to see it happen in 2027. So I'm not sure if they're going to do it. It's a lot of politics, and a lot goes into putting these Gasparilla floats together. I mean, it is months and months and months and months of prep.
And
you know,
planning.
So much just organizational planning is crazy. Chef Eric's got a great team, and it's really good to see those guys work together. Just impressive, very impressive. You know, we moved into February, which was awesome. This was our first experience with this lovely lady. We had Chef Kendra Mastrone swing in, and she created. I just realized I put Kenra. I just realized that.
I didn't notice until you said it.
Yep. I think that's actually a hair care product. I think Kenra is like a really fancy hair care product. So Friday night with Chef Kendra Mastrone. She came in and she did like 17 dishes. She did Chilean sea bass. She did the risotto, risotto, which took like an hour to make because it's such a slow thing. You know, we had my man Dave was here, and he is a barbecue champion out of West Florida. You know, we had Johnny B in the house from 104.1. He has a daily radio show. No, 102.5 The Bone, from 10 to 11 every single day. He's a big timer on the radio. But Kendra whipped up some fantastic dishes. She did the short ribs. She did the lamb, which was not even on the menu. Then she did the Chilean sea bass, 3 mains, and then she did the risotto on top of that, which Dave literally stirred for an hour straight. Usually people do 1 of these things. Yeah. And she did 4. Yep. And she made it look no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, and our kitchen was clean.
It was so and we've been doing this for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, as you know. But we've never had a chef come in and make that much fancy food and that much of it, that many dishes. I was like,
we get
holy
fancy food
Moses,
sometimes, but
woo. To do all that stuff, and I was just like, man, okay. She's like, hey, I'm going to do this. Okay, cool. I'm also thinking about doing this. I'm not going to tell you no.
Right.
You want to make lamb? Hell yeah, I love lamb.
I'll take it.
We'll do it. You're doing short ribs as well? Yep, short ribs are great. Wait, both? Oh, yeah, I was thinking of doing Chilean sea bass. Okay.
All right.
We're going to do that, too. Man, she absolutely crushed it. She set a bar. She was like, yo, I'm setting a bar.
All the way,
which was super cool, and the food was just so good. Yeah. You know, and it's been such another really great relationship that we've met through Voodoo. We met Chef Dane through Voodoo. We met Dave through Voodoo, Sean Fleener through Voodoo, Spider through Voodoo, Big Eddie C through Voodoo. I mean, so many people that we've met through Chef Eric that have been able to come in and just really make it an incredible experience. Yep. And a really great year. We had some new chefs come into our kitchen, and then we got to go into some new kitchens, which was great because our kitchens fill up. We have a lot of people we go back to every year. So those kitchens fill up pretty quickly. And one of the kitchens that we did go to for a very first time this year was Sabrina and Jared. And I love them. They're just
adorable.
That's a perfect word. They are.
They're adorable.
They're adorable. Like Sabrina on her own is just adorable. And Jared is an adorable dude. You put both of them together, they're double adorable. Double adorable. Double adorable. Sabrina and Jared. What a fun kitchen. And that was a lot of fun, and we just had such a fun time. And Jared was, man, he was so good. He was he was fantastic. I think Sabrina took care of the cocktail.
Yeah.
And then I think Jared was the one in the kitchen whipping up the dishes.
Yep.
You know, and they just had such a warm and welcoming household. And it was a real chill show. They had a couple of real close friends. It was nice and easy. And just a lot of fun. And Jared was great. He was great on camera. He's so funny. Sabrina, of course, is adorable. She was great on camera. She was so funny. I was like, bro, this is so much fun. Like, this is just a lot of fun. And really excited that we got to do that and hang out with Sabrina and Jared and experience another new kitchen.
Right.
You know, and, you know, from your point of view, I imagine you've experienced the kitchens that we go into and there's 20 and 30 people there. And then there's kitchens that we go into and there's like half a dozen. It's nice and easy and they just bring a couple close friends. Like, how is that different for you when it comes to the energy of it? Do you kind of like the smaller shows? Do you prefer the bigger shows? Because there's a lot of energy going on in some of these shows.
That's a good question. I like the smaller shows because they feel more intimate.
Okay.
However, the bigger shows are so much fun, and like you said, there's a lot of energy there. Like, it takes me longer to recover after a big show, but
Fair.
the small shows are just as exciting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. You're right. I get that's really good. It does take a little more time to recover from the big shows because it's just a lot of energy, you know. And
like
you're nonstop from the time we get there to the time we leave, and it doesn't really stop. The show's an hour long, but we always get there an hour ahead of time. So if the show's at 9, we're there at 8. You know, doing setup, doing prep.
Yeah.
Michelle's taking care of merch. She's hobnobbing. She's shaking hands, trying to sell some stuff because that's how we make our money, guys. Buy stuff. KitchenKillaz.com/shop. Yeah. And when I get there, it's equipment, set list, talking about the menu, talking to the chef, talking to the host, putting everything together, figuring out what we're going to do. Until showtime, we're not stopping. Then we full hour, sometimes hour, 15-minute show. As soon as it's over, we're very methodical. We got to break down. We go through. We start breaking everything down. We get everything squared away because we're in people's houses. And by this time, it's 10:30.
Yeah.
You know?
And, like, I try to leave the merch up a little bit longer because people want to take their time.
Yeah.
They want to look at it and
check
come
it out.
back to it.
Speaking of merch. Yeah, it's the rule of 7. I'm so happy to have these because here's 5 Kitchen Killaz.
Yes.
Like it's a. So if you guys are wondering about brand marketing and the psychological aspect of us remembering as human beings, the rule of 7 is a really cool thing to lean on. You can look at anything you're looking at. When you're looking at a stage, you're going to see the logo or the band name. You're going to see it at least 7 times. And that just helps us remember it. So we have it everywhere. We have it here, we have it there, we have it here, and we have 5 of them right here. Bam, 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 bam. Kitchen Killaz, what's up? And then I got one back here, which is the OG logo.
Yep.
And then all of this, which was Josh, the great Josh Bauer, whipping it up, and we got the other OG logo right here, you know, but also KitchenKillaz.com/shop. Yeah, you can get seasonings, you can get glasses, you can get albums, you can get glass etched, logoed, cool shit. You can get the Josh Bauer signature. What is it called? Tumbler. All that good stuff, dude. My KK1 with my name is wearing. No problem, Matthew Pfeiffer. Let me know, dog. We'll get it shipped out to you, man. Okay. We'll put a price together, send it out, and we'll make sure that we know where we're sending it because I know you are a vagabond, good sir, of absolute vagabond. You know, after Sabrina and Jared, it was pretty much MegaCon time, which meant it was the Mega Chili Challenge, baby, and we were really excited to put this one together. So we got together, and we had such a fun time, man. You know, I don't think Chef Dane actually could make it that night. Something happened.
No, I ended up making...
You made chili.
Yep, I made chili.
That's right. Jeff and Laney brought chili. You brought chili, and then Mike Conway brought chili as well.
Yep.
And that was magical chili. I don't know how the hell Mike Conway did that because we were at MegaCon all damn day.
Right, and they didn't have the ingredients until they were leaving that day.
That's crazy.
They stopped at the store on the way home.
Yeah, that is...
And I started mine in the crock pot that morning.
That's right. 8 hours or something crazy like that. Oh, man. And the Mega Chili Challenge is probably one of my favorite shows. You know, it's just such a fun show. And we just did it straight from the kitchen. We didn't do the big setup. We didn't do the StreamYard with all the cameras and all the lights. We just did a real simple setup right in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We just had some chili. We chatted about all the menu items, and we just made it real easy.
Yeah.
You know, and it was so much fun because especially after a day at MegaCon, it's a long day. The MegaCon days for exhibitors and vendors is a very long day. We have to be ready to go when the doors open at 10 a.m., which means we're there at 9 a.m., which means we're leaving here at 8 a.m. And we don't get out of there, and especially on a Saturday, until 7 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, Friday is very similar. We have to be there at 10, and we don't leave till 7. So by the time you leave, you get out, you load in, you get in the car, and you get back here, it's 8:30. We got 35 minutes to set up and rock and roll, and guess what? We're live for another 2 hours. You know, so talk about a long day. So I really like that day. That show is nice and easy going, you know, like everybody makes chili.
Yeah.
And we take it easy. And I think Jeff and Lainey won that year.
I do think
I'm going to say Lainey because it was because of her cornbread. And people even said what put it over the edge for me was the cornbread.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, all right, Lainey, you snuck it in there. Next year, no cornbread. No cornbread next year. It's going to go straight chili. That's it. We can't have the modifier.
Or cornbread with all of them.
Or we put cornbread with all of them. You know, one or the other. And I will say this. I love the cornbread. The cornbread's fantastic.
Ooh, you're going to get a Dutch oven? A Dutch
I
oven
am.
cornbread would be fantastic.
That's a great idea. And I do need a Dutch oven. Need, want, desire. We'll get there. But man, what a fun show the Mega Chili Challenge was a lot of fun. And Jeff and Lainey took the cake. I think Mike came in a very close third. And I think you took second.
No, I actually
were you third?
took third.
That's right.
Because Matt was our judge.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Big Matt.
Matt was our judge. And he's like...
We called him Tiny Matt. TM. What up, Tiny Matt? Who's 6'8", 398 pounds.
That is his name now. Hey,
TM.
Tiny Matt.
Hey, Tiny Matt. Tyler's little baby brother that's 6'8", has the hands the size of a Volkswagen Bug. Like just a big dude.
He does.
A big dude. But that was awesome. You've made chili before, or was that your first time?
That was my first time.
Damn, you crushed a lot of first times this year. Nice.
I did.
Nice. That's awesome. I will say this: Michelle Hess coming through in a pinch, you know, because Chef Dane was supposed to join us, but he wasn't feeling good that night. He wasn't able to make it out. So I was really happy that you jumped in and you created chili, which I thought was really good. Like they were very good. I think I tried Jeff and Laney's and I tried Mike's, but I actually genuinely think when I tried all three, yours was my favorite. It was just really good. And
one of the things they had said was the difference. Mine didn't get to sit and soak in the food. Jeff and Lainey had made theirs a couple of days before.
Yeah.
And then Conway's is always...
Oh, that's right. Karen Hartowitz-Schwartz was there. She was the judge.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. And I think she brought something delicious, too, because she always does.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure you brought something delicious, Karen Hartowitz-Schwartz. I know. She's like, you don't have to say my middle name. I do.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I do.
It's just so much fun, you know. So it was that's right. Karen was a judge, thankfully. And I would say that is the cornbread put it over the top. So I agree with you. Either next year, no cornbread for anybody, or cornbread for everybody.
The same cornbread for everybody.
Yeah, the same cornbread. We have to have the control because the competition isn't about cornbread. The competition is about chili.
And if you need the cornbread with it, then it's the same cornbread with all of it.
Yeah, that continuity, folks, is what we're looking at. Okay, we want to be even keel across the board, and we don't want anybody to have the upper cornbread hand, Laney learner.
Yeah, we're watching.
We're watching you, dude. You know, and speaking of incredible people that have been absolutely amazing this entire season, Karen Horowitz-Schwartz, I absolutely love her.
Oh,
she is quickly becoming one of my favorite people on the whole planet.
Right?
Like, she's so sweet.
Fantastic.
Absolutely love Karen. She's so happy to join us all the time. She's always bringing something delicious.
Yes.
And one of the things that she did make is she made the brown bottom cakes, or what are they called, Karen? And I hadn't had these in decades. I totally forgot.
I forgot
about them.
She made those.
Like the little tiny.
Oh
my God!
For days, trying not to eat them too fast.
They were one of my favorite things when I was a kid, and you know, I was seven years old when I moved out of Maryland, so it just wasn't a thing we made in Florida. You know, my parents didn't make them, so my experience with them went away really quick. And then I totally forgot about them until she brought them. And immediately, have you seen Ratatouille? The movie?
Yes.
So when the critic tries the ratatouille and he goes, and all of a sudden he's a little kid and he's standing in his mom's doorway and he's upset. She makes him ratatouille, the comfort food. Like it immediately went zoom, and I was 7 years old again, just in Baltimore, tiny, reaching up on the table to steal all the little cakes. They were so good. Black Bottom, that's what it is. They were so good. I love Karen. She's so sweet.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely fantastic.
You know, a really great chili challenge, and we just had such a blast. You know, it was. Yes, that's right. The Anton Ego moment. That's right. Exactly, Matthew. Dude, faster than Pfeiffer, dude. Good to see you. Yep. You know, right after that, the next Friday we had was with Jeff and Lainey Lerner. You know, and we got to spend some time with them, which they're absolutely a riot.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
every time.
Every time they're an absolute riot. Every time we
yeah.
go there, Jeff's got something new to show us. And Lainey's got something new that she doesn't want Jeff to show us because he shouldn't have bought it, but it's kind of cool and she kind of likes it too.
Yeah, she usually does kind of like it too, but...
Didn't they make cotton candy? Is that what we did this year? Like he busted out the cotton candy machine right in the family room?
Yep.
That's right.
And they made banana cotton candy.
That's right.
It was yellow.
It was yellow.
And... he didn't clean it out well enough because there was a feather
There was a feather in it. That's right. Because we did Halloween there, too. We did the full stage.
Yep.
We had the full stage outside, and he did like 200 cotton candies because he ran out of cones. He got so many cones, he didn't think he'd run out of cones, but then he ran out of freaking cones. He was like, I didn't even imagine we'd run out of cones. I thought we'd run out of cotton candy, but gone.
Yeah. And once the cones dried up, the line dried up.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it was literally, as far as I could see, down the road, the sidewalk was absolutely covered with people. You know, it was, if we go through every single show, which I would want to, because they're all so much fun.
I know.
You know, it's going to be 12 o'clock before we're only to March. We got 26 minutes left.
Oh,
you know, so April 13th, we had Voodoo Chef in the house.
Yes.
And he physically came here, which is so awesome because he's literally one of the busiest dudes on the freaking face of the planet. And it's always great to see Chef when he's able to come in and he's able to spend some time with us. And he's able to kick with us and whip up an absolutely delicious dish. And again, you know, literally after I just said we can't talk about all the shows, I'm literally talking about the very next show. But it's Chef, you know, and the reason we did the Voodoo Shrimp was just to honor him. You know, and he is the contributing factor to us having the sauces and seasonings. You know, he is the reason that we got to spend time through so many years playing for well over 1 million people through these Gasparilla floats. Yeah. You know, and a huge shout out to Josh Mullis for introducing us to Chef. You know, one of the coolest introductions, and Chef and I have become good friends. You know, and he's a great, fantastic musician, an incredible person, and he's just an amazing, inspirational culinary leader in Hillsborough County.
Absolutely.
You know, he really has turned that culinary community around and turned it into something absolutely beautiful. So a huge shout out to Chef Eric for continuously being just an absolute rocket booster for us to move forward. We had Conway and Phaedra. Mike Conway and Phaedra McIntosh. We crushed that in April, which was so much fun. We had an absolute blast there. I always love going there. You know, I finally got Mike convinced that he needs to get a new couch.
Oh, good.
Finally. I was like, bro, he's like, what? It's fine. There's plywood under it. It's okay. I'm like, Mike, how long you had that couch? It's 12 years. Did you get it new? No. You got a used couch? You had a used couch for 12 years? He's like, I'm like, you know you have adult money, right? Bro, get a couch. So he is getting a couch, which is a lot of fun. You know, May 11th, we did our very first comedy night, which was super cool. We had never done a comedy night before. And I think I had to make 37 of these flyers because the people kept changing. I think this is the right one. This is the right one here. So that was the first thing, and I really hope that we get to do that again.
Yes, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, I think we could get more people here.
Yeah.
And
yeah, absolutely.
It was just so much fun.
And Aaron Duvall brought in 37 pizzas and 150 chicken wings, as if there were going to be 5,000 people here.
We were giving whole pizzas out at the end of the night.
We were giving away entire pizzas at the end of the night. Please take a pizza with you. Thank you for coming. Here's a pizza. Here's a pizza. Here's a pizza.
was so bad.
I'm chasing people out of the house, just throwing full pizzas at them. Like, please take this pizza. Take the pizza. Bro, I gave away like 5 pizzas. I was like, here, have a pizza.
We still had like 4 left over.
We still had 4 pizzas, and we had like 50 wings. It was bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. Mama Floyd says, I have a couch to sell him at a very reasonable price. I will say this, it is a beautiful couch. So
Yes.
Mike is going for like a tavern vibe to it. He wants to do like Renaissance tavern vibe with like the torches on the wall, and he wants to do like a big CNC, like a CNC machine that cuts out this dragon. So he's going for like classic Renaissance tavern-ish
That'll
vibe.
be cool.
And he got the lights up already. He sent me a picture of them the other day. He got the lights up.
Nice.
He already has like the coffee table and the side tables that he have are already quote unquote rustic.
That's partly true.
I use that term very lightly. They are rustic, but he is looking for like a deep brown couch with like the leather couch with like, you know, the ornate arms and like like the rivets in the front of it, you know, with the leather bound. Like he's looking for something that or Mama Floyd, I would definitely turn him onto that couch because that is a very, very nice. Get Rab Mulharan from Scotland to join. Dude, that would be cool. If you have his contact information, I'd love to reach out to Rab. I met Rab when I was a teenager, and I grew up in Inverness, Florida, and Rab Mulholland came from Inverness, Scotland, with an entire Scottish soccer team to play against the best teams in Florida. And they kicked the crap out of all of us. Every single team they played. I didn't get to play. They would have run me over. I was a tiny tyke. You know, but goodness gracious, let me tell you, every drop of alcohol that you could find in Citrus County, these guys drank. Every single bit of it. Every beer, every liquor, everything. And not one time was there a foul word. Not one time was there a foul energy. Not one time 000. They were the happiest people in the whole wide world.
Wow.
We did a big dinner at my folks' house. We had a huge pasta dinner for the entire Scottish soccer team and all of the host families. I mean, I get my party animalness from Mama Floyd because she can throw a party.
That's true.
Man,
She absolutely can.
they bought every beer they could buy. They emptied out Coaches. They emptied out ABC Liquor. Was completely bought out, sold out. They brought every bit of it back to the house.
Mama Floyd says no liquor.
Just kidding.
Beer.
All the beer. I was young. I don't know the difference. I have no idea. Every bit of beer they could have. They drank everything dry from Coaches. They bought everything from everywhere. It was all gone, and they were the happiest people in the whole wide world. So much so that at about 9:30 at night, walking down the long hallway to the family room was a guy named Big Al, and he came with the Scottish team. And we lived on Big Al, by the way, so I did maybe steal the street sign to give to him. Maybe. Here he comes walking down the main hallway into our family room, full kilt regalia, full bagpipes, just ripping the bagpipes in Mama and Papa Floyd's house. It was so much fun. And here he is, and the Scottish guys are singing along, and everybody's dancing and having a good time. Man, what an absolute blast. They were super cool. They gave me a signed soccer ball. The whole team signed it, and I got a jersey. The whole team signed it. They came to Florida a couple
that's
times,
awesome.
and every time they showed up, they kicked the crap out of us. Every game they played, they just had fun. They've been playing soccer longer than we've been a country, you know. So I mean, they were absolutely fantastic. I would love to get in touch with Rab. That'd be so much fun, you know. But the back to what we were talking about, the Killer Comedy Friday was so much fun. I'm excited to do that again.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do that again. That was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and I agree with you. Like a bigger crowd next time, I think is necessary. It was proof of concept, and it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
It worked.
Well.
Which was a lot of fun, you know. So after that, we moved on to we were back to Bill and Tracy's again. We crashed their kitchen several times this year, which is so much fun. We did the Spicy Content Challenge, where my man James Phillips was the only one to finish absolutely everything, and he crushed it 1,000%. He ate everything, which was so much fun, and he absolutely crushed it. I mean, he was eating stuff that I was just like, holy smokes, bro, and this is not even a guy who really eats meat.
That's right. And we switched out some of them with my brother's
Yep, that's right.
sauces.
That's right. We put it, we got them right here. We got the cards. Yeah, Painfully Good. So we swapped out some of these with Painfully Good. Sean Brown, Shaun. Make sure you check out Painfully Good, man. I mean, absolutely fantastic sauces. But watching Riley eat some of these wings, because he was very quiet.
Yeah.
I felt like I was watching like a cartoon, like Animaniacs or like the Wile E. Coyote, where they eat something hot but they don't do anything. You just see the red start to like build up from their chin. It just starts to like creep up until it hits their eyes and they go. Like I watched that happen to Riley in real time. It starts coming out of their ears. Like I watched that happen to Riley in real time, and I just remember leaning back going, "Are you all right?" And he goes, I went, "Okay." After that wing, he was done. That was it. It was toast. David made it all the way to 8. Dave Duke made it all the way to 8, and he goes, "I should have stopped on 7.
Yeah.
I should have stopped on 7." But James Phillips, the man in the middle, he crushed the entire thing. He ate every single wing, and he was our Spicy Content Challenge Part 3 champion of 2026. Absolutely crushed it. James Phillips will be there this Friday, by the way. James and Jerica are coming.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're really, really excited. They're so much fun. We absolutely love those guys. You know, the Spicy Content Challenge was again, I'm really glad that kind of took off. I'm really glad that took off. I was really hoping that was going to be a winner chicken dinner, and thankfully, no pun intended, it absolutely was. You know, we did Hot Dog Heaven, which was crazy. That was the crazy hot dog that David had with the spicy jelly and like the cream cheese, and then like the hot dog, the bacon, the crispy dillies, and then the spicy pickles. Dude, I ate James ate 4 of those hot dogs that night. And they wound up making it a couple weeks ago, Jerica told me. She's like, "We made those hot dogs." I go, "Really?" She's like, "James ate 4 of them." I was like, God damn.
I ate those for a couple of days. I think we still have some cream cheese left over.
Yeah, so good. We have some of the spicy jelly too, and we have some crispy dillies because I put them on everything. I love the crispy dillies, man. What a great imitation.
They're fantastic.
They're really, really good. Hot Dog Heaven absolutely crushed it. That was so much fun, you know, and we just had some very unique shows this year. Some shows we've never done before. And it's interesting because after 9 years, we're still coming up with new shit. We're still like, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this.
Something different.
Let's try something different. You know, one of the ones that we did was with Erica Lynn. She started her own cookie company. And as soon as she posted the recipes online, I was like, "Yo, I need all of these cookies, please." And let's see how they are. And we opened them on the show on a Monday night. We opened them all. And then immediately I was like, "Yeah, we need to do a coffee and cookie night. We have to do that. It'll be fantastic." And I think as a community, as our KitchenKillaz group, I wanted to make it worth her while to drive all the way here because she lives 2 hours away. So I at least wanted to be able to sell 30 cookies of Erica Lynn's and have our crew buy at least 30. That would pay for her gas. It would pay for her time. Then we hit 30, and we still had like a week and a half left. I was like, "Yo, let's hit 50." So we hit 50. I was like, "Great, we still have 3 days left. Let's see what we can do." So we hit 75. And then we hit 76 because somebody's like, "Can I have one more of these cookies?" I reached out to Erica Lynn. I'm like, "By the way,
what's our limit?
I'll keep selling them if you want me to." And she goes, "What are we at now?" And I go, "Well, we're at this," because I didn't count my 12 because I didn't want to count that. I wanted art, you know. And she's like, "Yeah, but with your 12, we're at 76." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's true." She goes, "Okay, yeah, we're done. No, that's it. That's it. You're done. Stop it."
More.
I was like, "Are you sure I can hit 100?" She's like, "No, absolutely not. Stop." You know, a huge shout out to our community because, man, they showed up. They showed up. You know, like I was hoping to hit 30 cookies. We'd sold 76 cookies. 76. And the most cookies she ever sold at a previous show was just under 60. So I was really, really stoked that we got to break that threshold and get up to 76 cookies.
Because she did have some that were
like prepackaged. Extras. Yeah, she brought some with her.
We sold some here too.
I wonder if we hit 80. I'll have to ask her.
Oh, easy.
Oh, that's awesome.
If we were at 76, I bought 4.
Oh, there's 80 right there. Listen, if you guys are in the chat, go ahead and put a comment in there. I want to say hi and hello, and thank you guys very much for spending some time with us tonight. We most certainly appreciate it. We are coming up to our 9th anniversary this Friday night, so we're reminiscing a little bit about a couple of the shows before we chat about the upcoming show this Friday, which is a potluck dinner at Castledor Studios. I love a potluck. And we thought of a couple different things. Should we have it catered? Should we bring a food truck? But I'm really amazed by the incredible food that our community can create. I really am. You know, there we go. Karen Harwood Schwartz, she bought 4. So that puts us at 84 right there. Holy smokes, I wonder if we hit 90. I wonder. I'm going to have to ask Eric Lynn because I've been saying 76 this whole time, not realizing we're at 84 and we don't even have all the information yet. I haven't tallied. I have not tallied. But it was a plus what she pre-ordered. I know you, Karen Harwood Schwartz. I told you she's a rock star. I love her. She's so fantastic. Karen, I love you. And again, quickly becoming one of my favorite people on the whole planet.
Oh yeah.
One of the dishes that we made just a couple weeks ago was the Japanese green curry, and we were kind of turned on to this by our friend Jacob, who was supposed to come and make Japanese green curry.
Yeah, talked it up, made us all want it.
And then you and I talked about it for an hour the Monday before, and then what does this dude do? Double books himself and doesn't come to do it. So who makes it? We make it.
We made it.
That's right. We got in touch from the great Tyler Gerritsen, myself, under the watchful guise of Michelle Hess. She guided us through making our own Japanese green curry, and I think it turned out really well for never making it before. I think it was delicious.
It was delicious. I would love to have more of it.
Oh man, we had a great time. It was super cool. Thank you very much, Jacob, for the introduction. We're really happy that we got to do that, and genuinely, we talked it up for an hour. And this was kind of an interesting concept, too, because while things were simmering, cooking, cooling down, and stewing, I got to play some tunes in the kitchen.
Yep.
At first, I was like, is this going to be just food, or will I be able to get to play a couple jams? We had a couple times, it's going to be 15 minutes, or we have to let this rest for 12 minutes, or we have to let this rest for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, great. It gives us an opportunity to play some music, yeah. Mm-hmm. And that was so much. I love this concept of just cooking in the kitchen and playing some music.
It's a lot of fun. It's a different... It's a different concept, but it's still a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It different.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. What up, Chris Chapman? Good to see you, baby. Good to see you, baby. So yeah, man, Japanese green curry. That was the second time that we did it. We did the Voodoo show when we did Voodoo shrimp, and we focused just on that. And then it was like this time, okay, we talked about the Japanese green curry. Now Jacob can't make it. What do?
We make it ourselves.
We're going to make it ourselves.
Yep.
So we found the recipe. We put it together. I worked really closely with my ChatGPT agent and brought him in, and Tyler and I whipped it up. And in between times where we were waiting for things to chill and cool and cook and settle and do all it needed to do, it gave us some time to play a couple songs. And then we enjoyed that Japanese green curry. That rice was fantastic. It just turned out so good. I was really happy. I need to focus on my portions, because at one time we had so much of the actual Japanese green curry and we didn't have enough rice. Right. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's make some more rice. And then rice is very fickle, ladies and gentlemen. Don't walk away from the rice. Once you mess up your rice, it's toast. You can't fix it. I tried. I talked to 2 different chefs after I messed it up to see if they can help me, and they go, wait a minute, it's already messed up? I'm like, yeah, you're boned. You're going to have to start over.
You got to do it again.
Or just throw it away. And I was like, okay, I don't even know what to do right now. Portion controls for Jenny Craig. All in. Amen, bro. Amen. One of the coolest shows that we did was that Japanese green curry. I'm really glad that we did that. And it was a lot of fun. We pulled that one straight out of our butts. Had no idea what we were doing. We had never made it before. I've never made anything like that before. I was like, okay, let's see what we can do, Yeah. And then just moving through the show, we had the great patio furniture here last Friday. And I love Patricio.
So much.
He got to join us for the Monday night show, which was an absolute blast. And then he swung by this past Friday, and we did empanadas, we did elote, and then we did coquito. The championship coquito, by the way. And he said he tweaked it again, and it is amazing. We have some in the refrigerator right now made in the future, brought to the past, because we don't want Patricio to be hunted down.
Right.
You're not supposed to make it outside of the holiday. Yep, we did figure out time travel, but only back to the past. We can't travel into the future because it hasn't happened yet. But we can travel to the past because it's already pre-existing. Just to let you guys know, that's how wormholes work. Listen, if you want interstellar travel and wormhole categorically mathematic solutions, come to KitchenKillaz. We got it all for you. No problem. We're having Stephen Hawking on next year. Manifest. How freaking cool would that be?
That would be amazing.
I wonder if he would sing the Pop-Tart song with me. When it came up to Pop-Tart, he would say it in the Stephen Hawking voice.
That would be so cool.
Pop-Tart. That would be so funny. I bet he'd be down.
I bet he would.
I bet he would be down.
I bet he would.
Who doesn't like Pop-Tarts? So that was that was one of my, and I love Patricio. Again, he's been a good friend of mine for going back to 2018. When he first started his podcast, he was just getting started. We were just getting started, and Jen Hogan again put me in touch with Patio, and he's become a very, very good friend. So he was here last Friday night, whipped up the delicious elote, made the incredible coquito, and then amazing cheese empanadas with the Ecuadorian sugar on top of it. Bro, that was so good. How about a margarita contest? Yes, my lambs will be ready in a month and a half. Well, that's good because we come back in 2 months. So we're almost there, dude. A margarita contest, I'd be down for that.
That would be awesome.
So we could pair it. So we could have somebody come in and whip up some delicious, margaritas. Well, everybody can whip a margarita, but we need some foods. So maybe some tacos, or maybe something that's like in the vein of that food, that international delight.
Yeah,
which would be super cool. But we could do a margarita contest. We got to be really careful who our judges are, because we can't send them home wasted. We have to do small samples of margarita.
Small samples.
Little small samples. But that would be a great idea. I'm totally down for a margarita contest. Don't play with me. We were just talking about how much we like contests, Chris Chapman. No food, liquid diet. Amen.
Boy.
Patricio Solano was here this past Friday, and man, what a rock star. I just like Patricio. He's got such great energy. I miss that guy.
He was something else.
He really was. And we say that not that he's fine, but he used to live here. He rented a room from us. He rented a room here for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And man, we had an absolute blast. And what an absolute rock star this guy is, And when he walks in the house or walks into a building, you just know he's there.
Yes.
There he is, and he is so calm, but he just carries a beautiful energy with him.
Yes.
And he's such a fun guy. I think one of my favorite parts about that is every time he comes over, there's always a point during the show where you go, I missed you. Or, I missed you, Patio. He has 12 nicknames, so it's like, yeah, exactly. He's still with us. He's fine. He just moved out. 2 years ago. He's been gone for a while. But we got to see Patricio a lot this year. It was really great to see him on Monday when he came by for the community conversation. He came by on Friday, absolutely crushed it. And we had such a fantastic time. And that was this past Friday, so gearing up to our show this Friday, our 9th anniversary show. And we are doing incredible potluck right at Castledor Studio. Again, we've spent so much time at Castledor Studio. I can't thank Zach enough and for welcoming us in and just being such a fantastic, an absolute fire, for us, and an incredible person, and just a really, really strong and incredible supportive person when it comes to being an honest engineer in this industry that is full of dishonest people. And it is a very, very, very difficult industry to find good people that you can genuinely trust and you can trust your passion to. And he works diligently to connect to your vision, to the music, and he does his best to enhance everything without taking away the original sound that made it yours. It's very, very difficult to find somebody like that. And Zach has always been a person for us, a huge supportive person for us. So this Friday, our 9th anniversary is going to be at Castledor Studio. We're doing a closed-door potluck dinner. It is limited space. It goes out to our Patreon members first, our close KitchenKillaz crew, friends, and family first, and then we open it up. The seats were filled almost immediately, and there's still some plus ones that I'm pretty sure people are going to bring that we don't know about. But we're going to see how it goes, and really looking forward to it. This is what's going on. We're going to have we're going to feature some musical guests. We got Zach Cabral's going to be playing little jams. We got Jack Connor joining us as well. Zach, Jack, and Billy. Yeah, what's up? We're doing it at Castledor Studio. We're doing a potluck dinner. Bring a dish, share a meal, celebrate together. It's happening Friday, August 14th. We'll be streaming live at 9:05 p.m. The doors open at Castledor Studios at 7:05, of course. Probably 7 o'clock. It's fine, but I got to stay with the continuity of the whole thing. Got to stay the same. We're going to have our brand new seasoning ready to go, which is called Punk, which is super cool. We have Rockin' Hot. We have Grunge. What else do we have? We have Jazz. And that's a Creole rub. The Rockin' Hot is a spicy rub, and that'll kick you, man. It's delicious. And then that Grunge is that espresso rub with that brown sugar in it. Yep. And now we just released a brand new seasoning called Punk, and it is absolutely fantastic. It is a very, very familiar flavoring, and I recommend that you guys try it because that's got that little sweetness, that little tang, and man, it goes with almost anything. I will say it goes with anything. It goes with anything I've put it on, but I can't say it goes with everything because I haven't had it with everything, but I can confidently say it probably goes with everything.
Yeah.
Probably
All right,
does.
I'll let you have that win.
So thank you. So we got some good stuff happening, and some of the dishes, and we're not going to go through all of them, but a couple of the dishes that are coming in. I'm going to start with one of my favorites very first. Michelle Hess rocking the triple chocolate brownies.
Yeah.
So what does that even mean? Like, what are the 3 chocolates that we're talking about here?
I don't know. It's a mix.
It's mysterious.
It's mysterious.
So there's chocolate chips in there. I
there's
imagine some
chocolate
type of
chips.
fudge and maybe a dark chocolate or a milk
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah, probably dark chocolate chips and regular milk chocolate chips, and then the brownie itself.
That's going to be so good. That's going to be fantastic. We got Natalia Menendez coming by. She's whipping up some delicious chicken egg rolls. Her and Casey have crashed our kitchen before, and they are absolutely amazing in the kitchen.
Fantastic. I love it when they're here.
Yeah, they're so great. I love those two together. They're just so much fun. So we have the triple chocolate brownies because we can start with our dessert first. You can't tell us what to do, Mom.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can, but we're probably also going to eat some triple chocolate brownies first, maybe. We have chicken egg rolls being brought by Natalia Menendez. I love all those words, chicken, egg, and rolls. Delicious.
Yep.
I like eggs. I love rolls. And who doesn't like chicken? You know, Karen Horowitz-Schwartz bringing some Mexican stuffed shells. Now, she stuffs it with ground turkey and some really amazing ingredients. I chatted with her a little bit today because Papa Floyd was definitely interested in her Mexican stuffed shells, but he's vegetarian. So I reached out to Karen Horowitz-Schwartz. I said, would you be able to? She goes, absolutely.
Oh,
She goes,
wonderful.
absolutely, 100%. What would you like me to put in there? So I talked with Mama Floyd. We worked it out. She's going to be making some personalized, classic Mexican stuffed shells, vegetarian style for Papa
See,
Floyd.
and that's why we love her.
That's one of the many reasons. That's right. Carl Darden is, I don't even know what it is, but I remember for the Memorial Day party, he
so
brought
good.
his classic kick-ass Carl Darden dip, and I don't even know if that's the name of it, but that's what I'm calling it. But I didn't even get to try it. It was gone. And I didn't even get to try it, and all he did was talk about it.
He does one with bacon and one without
That's right.
bacon.
He made 2. That's right.
And it's fantastic. Fantastic.
So Carl messaged me. He's like, what should I bring, dude? And I go, you know. And he goes, oh, you want me to bring that? And I go, the dip. And he goes, you got it. So Carl Darden's classic kick-ass dip is Carl, by the way, if you ever decide to license this recipe, man, let me know, because I will absolutely throw a KK logo on that, and we will sell the shit out of Carl Darden's classic kick-ass dip, dog. Like, that's going to be awesome. And you got to have the dog in there, too.
Yep.
Carl Darden's classic kick-ass dip, dog. Yeah, what is that? Carl Darden's classic kick-ass dip, dog. What you talking about? Absolutely fantastic. You know, it's going to be really good. The list is heating up. And then we got Tyler Gerritsen bringing in the goldfish encrusted ranch marinated chicken breasts. Let me tell you, for some of the things that shouldn't go together, I've never marinated anything in ranch before, but good God, was it amazing.
It was
It
pretty
was
good.
so good. And my question to Tyler when we were talking about it, I said, do you dip it in the ranch? And he goes, well, it's marinated in ranch. I'm like, right. I get that.
You can dip it in the ranch.
But
and
do
it's
you
still
dip
good.
it in the ranch after you marinate it in the ranch? This is America.
Yeah.
Do you dip? Because you should. And he goes, I go, get it. Let's do
Get
it
it right now.
Grab the ranch dressing. We're doing it. You know, and it was so good. You know, absolutely incredible. Chris Chapman says, Tyler and I will be there. Kids are a maybe. Hey, no problem, dude. It would absolutely be man, I love the kids.
We would be honored.
They're so awesome. You know, I think I remember the first time they brought over a Loden, and he had those cute little headphones on. And he was new to the world.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
very, very new to the world. You know, and he was so cool. We got him up on the wall. You know, we got his height up on the wall. I'm excited for him to come back for us to do it again because he's getting some hair.
Yep.
Like,
and
he's just a good looking.
tall.
Oh, he's tall, man.
Last
He's
time
tall.
I saw him, he's so tall.
It would be amazing, Chris, if you were to bring those little whippersnappers by. You know, we like kids, man. Kids are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, the family's always welcome, and Castledor Studio is such a beautiful place. You know, we're not doing big full band stuff. It's not going to be loud. We're not going to be going crazy. We're actually just going to be talking about the potluck dinner. What I was thinking was do a song and then bring one person up that wants to talk about their dish for a little bit.
Okay.
Do another song, talk about a dish. Do another song,
Absolutely,
talk
yeah.
about a dish. So
makes sense.
Jack Connor and I are already working on a couple duos. Zach Cabral and I have already been talking about what we're going to do for music that night. So we're still looking at about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. We don't want it to get too
Nice.
crazy because we're super excited that Castledor is even opening their doors for us and letting us come in. So
Yeah.
we have it from, I think, 6 to like 10, 6 to 11. You know, so really excited to be able to do that. The dish riff, yeah. That's right, baby. So this Friday night, our 9th anniversary, some of the dishes that we're talking about, really excited to see that come through. And we have some people that are going to be showing up with food we don't know. I talked to Conway today. He doesn't know what he's making. Aaron Duvall doesn't know what he's making. They're like, we're not sure. I was talking to Mama Floyd today. She's trying to figure out where the gap is in the menu so she can fill the gap. And I told her, I said, you are not a gap filler, Mama Floyd. You're a leader.
That is true.
You can set the pace here. Like, you don't have gap filler. You're Mama Floyd. She's like, what are you talking about? She was like, you cook all the time. You're way better than me. Don't play with me, woman.
Oh,
she's
man.
She's also terrible at accepting a compliment. So if you see Mama Floyd, give her a bunch of compliments. She won't even know how to react. She's going to short circuit. She's not going to know what to do. But we're going to be there this Friday night, 9:05, streaming live for our 9th anniversary. A huge shout out to everybody that has even made this possible, especially the team. The team all the way from Christine Johnson kept getting thrown in Facebook jail every Friday night when we first started because she was sharing it with so many people. Brian Wensloff, Shelly Wheeler. I mean, just so many people have helped us through the years. Kyle Nunez, Matt Pfeiffer, everybody that's been here, Josh Mullis, Chef Eric Youngs. I mean, there's just been such an incredible list of amazing people that have helped us grow. And we're all about learning. If you have a different perspective, something that you see that we don't, by all means, let us know. We're not locked into what we're trying to do. And Michelle, you joined the team 4 years ago, I think, 2022 is when you moved down. So it was like the end of April, May, I think is when you came down.
It's been 4 years.
And you were already such a interactive person in the chat when you were still living in Utah.
Yeah.
And
it was about 2018 when Shelly shared it.
Yeah, I remember that. And that because she got it from Brian Wensloff. So Brian Wensloff shared it into a convention group that Shelly was a part of. She saw it. She joined. She shared it. And then Michelle got involved. So it's like a huge shout out to Brian Wensloff because he introduced us to so many different people. Garrett Palmacher and Dina and Sage and Cosplay Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. Dennis Cutter, the mad scientist, just absolutely incredible. His entire family, the great Commodore, just never even been in a band before. You're going to start out with me? Bro, I'm no holds barred. I don't know how to stop or slow down. Like, if we're going, we're going. Like, we're hitting we're not like slowly ramping this thing up. Like, we're going. And I will say a huge shout out to the great Commodore because for 6 years straight, we played every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. And some of those were Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Some of those were Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
And we did it nonstop. For 6 years, and I couldn't have asked for a better partner. I couldn't have asked for a better musical friend. He taught me so much about music, about harmony, about structure, and I will always and forever be changed by the inspiration that Jay and the great Commodore, his anonymity, that the great Jay Stevens bestowed upon me. So, just super, super cool. 2020, our first official date was to a KK show. Heart-shaped theme. That's right. Krista and Tally's first date was to a KitchenKillaz show.
Oh, wow.
That's right. And the thing was, I knew Tally, and I didn't know who this Chris guy was. And I'm very protective over Tally. Like...
Chris is a big guy to be protective
hell yeah.
Tally.
Oh, the bigger they are. But I just remember, loving Tally and meeting Chris for the very first time, and I fell in love with Chris right away. How could you not? The moment I met Chris, I said, man, what a good soul. He has been such a great friend. He has been right by my side through some of my most difficult times, and he's been right by my side through some of our most celebrated times. And what a good friend, Chris. Blessed to have you in our lives, dude. Blessed to have you as a friend. Excited to see you, Tally, and maybe the kids on Friday night. If you guys are actually able to get a night where you don't have the kids,
right?
I hope that for you. I don't know how often you get to do that. But if you have the kids on Friday night, we love them too.
Yeah.
They're absolutely amazing. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And I was talking to Michelle about this. I was like, we need to think about our favorite shows of the year. I'm like, they were all kind of awesome.
Yeah. It's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
Especially when you start going back at the list and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Well, what? I like this one too.
Yeah. It's hard to pick. It really is tough, and it's one of those things where we do it so often that you just kind of forget. And that's why I keep everything in my whole life. Like, I go back and I look and I go, man, I remember that. That's right, I remember that. Like,
Yep.
oh man, that was so much fun, and it's really good to remember your roots. It really is,
Yeah.
And from Jay and I playing on an old beat-up iPhone, leaning on the top of a Fender amp that wasn't even plugged in, to the technology we travel with today is just leaps and bounds. From us doing home shows from the same way, just with one little tiny iPhone and no microphones, no anything, to a fully integrated studio home, a fully integrated kitchen with cameras and lights and TVs and broadcast laptops and just everything that we have. It has been an absolute pleasure and an honor to be able to not only grow this, but to see it touch so many people's lives.
Yeah.
And then in turn inspire me and kind of keep me out of trouble. Thank you. I got to stay busy. Idle hands. Like Mama Floyd knows I'm a crazy guy. I just got a lot of energy.
Yeah.
so it gives you a way to focus it into something productive, and really turn it in to something beautiful. One of my favorite moments throughout the whole thing has been in the kitchen with Jules Polacek as he plays cello.
Oh.
And it was such a humbling experience for me to be playing my acoustic guitar next to such an accomplished world-traveling cellist.
Yeah.
And he had such a blast. He had so much fun. He was just like one of the boys, man. We were just having a great time. He's just whipping it up, having a great time. And I gave him full creative control. First of all, who am I to tell Jules Polacek what to do?
On a cello.
On a cello. Dude, you know what?
Me.
You do whatever you want. Whatever you want. No problem. Mama Floyd says, talk about a memory. Do you remember riding the Kumba 6 times in a row at Busch Gardens with Jenny, TJ, and Jessica? They are now shutting down the ride. They're adding it. Yes, I saw last week that they're shutting down the Kumba. And I will say this. Until I rode the Kumba, I hadn't ridden a roller coaster before. And the Kumba was the biggest roller coaster probably in the nation at the time at Busch Gardens. And it was massive. And I was always a little worried about roller coasters just because they're terrifying. I was like, I'm not really down for that. But went there with Jenny, with TJ, and with Jessica, and I got on the Kumba, and I fell in love immediately. And I rode the Kumba 6 times. And I was like, yo, we're doing it again. And that was at a time where it was, if you were in the cart and there wasn't a lot of, you could just stay. They're like, yeah, go again. Sometimes we'd get out and run right back around in line and just jump back right back in the cart again. And we just did the Kumba 6 times. That bitch was bad. That was so much fun. But I did see last week that they are shutting down the Kumba. Yeah. And that was such a fun ride, and it changed my perspective on roller coasters immediately. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, now I'm willing to do it.
It was so much. And Busch Gardens had some other ones there. They had the Scorpion. They had a couple that just kicked the crap out of you. You would get in it. It just beat you up. I was like, nope, going back to the Kumba. Because that thing was state-of-the-art. It was streamlined. Really? It was wonderful. You were hugged in. There were pads everywhere, pads against the shoulders. It just kept you right there. And, man, what an amazing experience that was. Changed my whole life. I did not remember riding it 6 times in a row, but I do remember falling in love with roller coasters immediately after that. The only other one I rode before that was a little tiny one at Disney, which is not really like, it wasn't like a real, true roller coaster, But the Kumba, dude, changed the game for me. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Are you a roller coaster girl?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do like the roller coasters, but all of my roller coaster memories are from Utah.
Yeah, so. What theme parks do you have in Utah?
We have one.
Okay. And we have one roller coaster.
It's called Lagoon.
Okay. Is that the name of the theme park or the name of the roller coaster?
Park.
Okay.
Their roller coasters, I will never forget the Magic Carpet Ride, but I also liked their, they called it the...
We're talking roller coasters, folks.
We're
going to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm going to remember it. Give me a minute.
We're going to stare at Michelle.
Let's not do that.
Okay. She goes, it was definitely 6 times. I gave up after 4. Dude, it was so much fun. TJ was a really cool guy, too. He was amazing on bass guitar. Okay. And, I just remember watching him touch a bass guitar for the first time, and he played it like he'd been playing it his whole life. You know, it was just
Tsunami.
tsunami. There you go. There we go. We just had to fill the gap a little bit. You know, a lot of fun, dude. Love the Kumba. Love the Kumba. Busch Gardens was so much fun. Just absolutely great, you know. And it was I remember the great Commodore would go there just to ride one ride. He would drive all the way to Tampa. He would go to Busch Gardens. He would ride his one ride. He would grab a drink and he would leave because he had the season pass. So he would just go there. He'd ride one ride and he'd leave. And then he was like, all right, cool. Hey, man, I'm going to ride my ride. He would drive all the way to Tampa. To go in, ride a ride, drive all the way back.
I would go at least a couple of times.
It's crazy. And it was like, I go, you know what? Okay, have a good time. See ya.
We'll see you later.
He had fun. It was awesome. But man, that tells you how good of a roller coaster it must have been for him to drive all the way to Tampa, which is
That's
a 2-hour
true.
drive.
Yeah.
You know, he'd go there, he would ride it, and then he would leave. You know, it's like, okay, you know what? You do you, boo. Whatever you want to do. It's inspiring.
Yep.
You know, but thank you guys for spending some time with us tonight, a little reminiscent. You know, we got to go over some of the shows over this past year, and I'm glad we went over them because some of them just slip the mind after you have so many. You know, and you're like, I remember that. That's right. That was awesome. Like, we had a great time. A lot of new concepts this year, which was super cool. Cooking a little more in the kitchen, breaking it down, stepping away from the studio, just doing it guerrilla tactics, just like we did this past Friday night with Patricio.
Yep.
Nice and small crowd. Coming up to the season finale this Friday at Calcador Studios, 9:05. Jack Connor joining us on some music. Zach Cabral joining us on some music. We're doing a potluck dinner at Calcador this Friday to celebrate our 9th anniversary. And so much fun. What an interesting concept 9 years later.
Yeah.
Man, the time flies.
9 years.
The time flies. Right?
Man, starting our 10th.
Yeah, right? Starting our 10th season. 10th season in October, guys. We couldn't have done it without you. We can't do it without you. Thank you so much.
Yep.
We have been crashing kitchens for 9 years for free, and we want to be able to keep that going. So check out our patreon.com/KitchenKillaz. Check out kitchenkillaz.com. Click on shop at the top. You can buy our brand new seasonings that are up there. You can buy a lot of our glassware. You can even pick up some of our music as well. We are adding stuff to the shop all the time as we continue to add it. So if there's something that we have that you want, let us know, and if we have it available, we'll pop it up on the shop so you guys can pick it up.
Absolutely.
Make it nice and easy. Any final words for him, Michelle Hess?
Take it easy and live life to the fullest.
Yeah, live it to the fullest, baby.
Yeah.
So here it is right here, the anniversary prep show, live show.
Live
Show. KitchenKillaz show, live show. Join us for a potluck dinner. That's right. It's happening this Friday at 9:05 at Calcador Studios. Thank you guys very much for spending some time with us tonight. It's always wonderful to see you. There is the banner for our show this Friday. And again, if you've been invited, doors are at 7 o'clock. Please show up whenever you want. We're going to have a really cool, I got one of those roll-out big hot plate mats. You know,
okay,
to
nice.
keep all the food nice and warm.
Very nice.
So we're going to do our best to be able to provide that for you guys. Please stay as part of the event that is there. Again, it is a closed-door private event. So if you guys are part of the event, please keep there for any updates, anything that is needed, anything that we have. Update it with what you're bringing for the potluck dinner. We want to let everybody know what's going on. We want to make sure everybody has something to eat, something they like, something they want, something they desire, etc., etc., etc. And you guys have a fantastic night. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And why not end it with a barbecue commercial? Because barbecue commercials are cool.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night. Stay out of trouble.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now and unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused. I'm so enclosed. The spell stays unspoken. A dark silhouette of a marked man, and I'm broken. Right down. I didn't listen to that voicemail.